Who's this? Ask. No, I don't want to unmute. No. So who have we got on the Facebook then? Who have we got on YouTube? I'm looking at the comments now. Hello, everybody. I've got people on the what's this called? Zoom as well. We've got Noah. Who's that? I don't know. Oh, it's Ava. I'm looking at the person in the pink trousers. I think, who's that? It's Mia. Right. So give us a minute. It takes about a minute for everybody to come in. Well, sometimes a bit more because they're late. But I'm just making sure everything's on here and we're on live. Somebody's on the Facebook. Somebody's going to put in on the Facebook or the YouTube that you are here. Yeah, because we need your, as it says there, leave your name for the attendance. That's on the fit. Somebody's just switched the light off. I'll go through that one. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's hard in here, but no. Right, so we're ready then. Who's in? We've got 2 on the Facebook and the YouTube. We've got a few on the Zoom as well. Nice to see you all. We're ready to rock and roll. Put your thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Put your hands up in the air if you can see me okay. I didn't have to do anything there. Yeah? I'm trusting that Facebook and YouTube, you can hear me. But what you're best to do is actually give me some likes and loves and whatever. Just a little bit of notification to let me know that everything's all right there. Good that you've got comments. Ava's on, Noah's on. Fantastic. And I'm just letting Ryan in now. I'll move that screen out of the way and we'll get started. Right? So we've got Ryan as well. Very good. Everybody's microphone is off. Everybody's in the Facebook and it's very dark in here. I need to fix the lights. They used to be quite good, but now I think maybe because I've closed the back off there, it's not so light in here. Right, so we need to get cracking. Let's get started with the Taekwondo powerhouse stance. We're going to move that message off the screen first. Otherwise, you won't be able to see anything. Get rid of that. There we go. And we're ready to rock and roll. So even on the Facebook and on the YouTube, if you just put some likes and even subscribe to the channel as well, because when I put more videos up, what you'll get is you'll get a notification saying there's a new video, right? So that's something that you can do as well. You get a new video, you can go and watch it. Parallel stance, feet are straight forward and the hands are closed by the belly button. Where's your belly button? Mine's around about there somewhere. Attention, chariot. Kumna. Take one. Let's start with a few star jumps. Start. Let me see who's awake. You're awake. Okay, jump. Star jumps. Hand up. 2, set, net. Daso. Yoso. Yogo. Yodo. Aho. Yo. Get the hands up. Let's lift the knee on one leg. Ready? Hana. 2, set, net. Daso. Yoso. Yodo. Yodo. Aho. Yo. Change. Do. Set, net, das, yos, you, yoga, aho, yo. Hands up on the chin, still moving. We'll go sideways. Ready? Hana, 2, set, net, das, yos, you, yoga, aho, yo. Very good. Even me is doing this. It's fantastic. Ready? Forwards and backwards now. Hana, 2, set, net, das, yos, you. Yodo, aho, yo, bouncing on the spot. Now see if you can time everything. Feet and hands and breath. So when you bounce, when you punch, you block, and you kick, time it with your breathing. Bouncing on the spot. Who have we got in? 9th cup and 8th cup. No teacup. Let's start. Nice, easy, 4-directional punch. I'm going to face you, and I'm going to do it with my right hand, my right foot first, like you will. Paro. Right hand, right foot. Ready? Punch. So we step the right foot forward, and we punch with the right hand. Punch, and the other hand goes back to the hip as the reaction hand. Now we block. spin on your left foot. Spin on your left foot, only move your right foot. Two. So we turn and step backwards for the block. Backwards block. Forward punch. Turn, backwards, block. Forward punch. Cross the hands. Turn, low block. Forward punch. Barrel. This is 8. We've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the left hand, left foot. Now, left hand, left foot. That's it. Make sure it's left hand, left foot. And now you only move the left foot. Use the right foot to spin on. Ready? 2. So that's 10, 11, 12, block, 13, punch, 14, block, 15, punch, 16, barrel. Sure. Let's move on. 4 directional block. It's the same thing with the feet. When we move one foot, the other one doesn't move. It stays on the spot. We used it to spin on. Ready? Right foot back, low knife hand block. Hana. And if you're a 9th cup, the next one's going to be middle inner forearm block. But watch what happens. I get my hand under, Gangnam style. Breathe in and breathe out. 2. If you haven't done it already. Set. Moving the right foot again. Net. Inner forearm block. Hana. 2. Set. Net. Paro. Now the other side. Left foot goes back. Hana. Left foot back. Ready? Forward. 2. Set. Net. Tasso. Yoso. Yugo. Yoda. Arrow. Show. So in that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Finished. Right? When you're doing these, 4 directional punch, 4 directional block, chunji, all the patterns, best count. Count each step, because then your brain knows where you should be on that number. And if you make a mistake, your brain will go, something's wrong. So then you can go back and fix it. Ready? Chunji now. We've got 2 feet on the ground. And I'm going to step my left foot to my left. My left. Ready? Low block. Hana. Walking stance, low outer forearm block. Now we step forward to do a middle punch. Turu. Come back up with the right foot. And then go on the other side with the right foot. Set. Net. And now we do the first move again, except you do it towards the television, towards the camera. Ready? Now. And now we've got to follow our right hand. I'm going to cross it first because it's a block. Right hand, right foot, half a circle. Now. That's 8. Now we do number 9, which is left foot, quarter circle, L stance, inner forearm lock, L stance, inner forearm lock. Load, aim, and fire. Punch. Now we're going to load the right hand, Gangnam, right hand, Gangnam, underneath, right half a circle, L stance, inner forearm lock. Load, aim, fire. Punch. Left hand Gangnam. Left quarter circle. Hana. Load, aim, fire, punch. Right hand Gangnam. Underneath. Half a circle. L stance. In a forearm lock. Go. Then from the block, load, aim, fire. So how many is that? Does anybody know? Hands up who thinks it's 10. Hands up if you think it's 12. Hands up if you think it's 14. Hands up if you think it's 16. Yeah, it's 16. It is 16. So now we step forward and punch. 17. Backwards 18. Backwards 19. Chunji. Barrow. Sure. Right? So that's a good little trick. If you're counting, you remember where you are. Your body will remember. Your hands will remember. And then when you're counting, when you get to 16, oh, you know you've got 17, 18, 19. So you know where you are to finish. It's a lot easier. Yeah, if you don't get that little bit of help, that little bit of a trick, sometimes it takes you longer to learn stuff. So learn to count during all your patterns. It'll help you a lot. We're going to do Chunji again, one step at a time. But if you're a yellow belt, then you do Dangun, one step at a time, right? But I'm not going to say what the moves are. I'm going to do Chunji, and I want Ryan, who is currently the only yellow belt. He's on the screen right now. You carry on with Chunji one step at a time. I'm going to watch Ryan do Dangun. Ready? In fact, I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to count. Hana. So everybody, hold on a minute, Ava. Hannah is one. So you have to wait. Make your stance longer though, because you've not done a very good walking stance. It's too short. 1.5 times your shoulder width. Best to move your front foot further. Yeah. Next move, two. So for Chunji is a punch, and for Dangun is a high punch. Chunji middle punch, Dangun high punch. Set. You both go the same way. When you're coming round though, Ryan, make sure this one's catch your teeth high five. Yeah? Because some people do this. Some people do this, look. But it should be catch your teeth. Good one. Bend the knee in an L stance. This is L stance knife hand guarding block for 8 cups. And walking stance, low block for 9 cups. Next move, number 4. Net. So middle punch for Chunji, Dangun's high punch. You're both going to do exactly the same. Sorry, both groups going to do exactly the same thing now. Low block, quarter circle to the left. Hana. Make sure it's a walking stance, not a midget stance, right? Set, punch in. Not too high. If you're an 8th cup, you punch as high as your eyes. And if you're a 9th cup, you should be punching to the middle. So it's about shoulder. Some people say to the solar plexus, it's not quite true, right? You can punch to the solar plexus, but we're not doing that. You're actually punching to the sternum here for a different reason. Yeah? Next move. Hana. So, yeah, you should be in a walking stance for 9th cups because you're doing Chunji. Make sure it's long enough and then punch. Hana. Okay, now yellow belts, you're ready to spin round on your right foot. Your right foot's the spinner, your left foot's going to come round. Okay, Hana! What did I just say? Can you do that again, please, Ryan? I think you spun on the wrong foot. Remember, the right foot stays on the ground. That's it, that's the one. Two. Good job. Set. Net. That's all. Yoso. You go to your left now, Eva, towards the sofa. That's it. Can you, I think Noah's already on the punch. Can you do another punch, Ava? That's it. And then we're going to spin round. Hana! All the way to the, no, go back to the punch again. You've not been practicing the last few days. Right hand punch. Change your feet, Ava. I didn't say move there, Noah. Go back to your block, please. Right, Ava, right hand, right foot, half a circle round to me. Inner forearm block. That's it, go. Right foot. That's the one. Inner forearm block. L stance. Now punch. Hana! Two. Set. Net. So ninth cup, stay where you are, because you haven't finished yet. You've got to wait for the barrow, but we've got Ryan doing a couple of more moves. Hana! Two. Too high on the punch again, Ryan. Bring it down to your eyes. That's it. Barrow. Step up. Chill. Not bad at all. I like the Dangun. Obviously, it was in your own time, so it's a bit slow, but that's because I was counting. Now, we're going to move on. Ava, you've got to keep the practice up. Even if you miss one day, you see what happens is you forget. Even though, if you did it one more time in your own time, which you can do, yeah, do it one more time in your own time, you'll probably get it right. You can prove that now. Jumbi. Dangun for 8th cups. Make sure you got enough room to the front. And then 9th cups, you're doing Chunji. Sijak. All do it in your own time. I don't want that picture. L stance, you have to bend the knees, don't you? Bend the knees, Ava, in your L stance. Sit. Right, so I'm just watching these guys on the Zoom. There you are. That's it. Keep going. Nearly done. That's it. Then towards the telly. That's it. Good job. That's it. That's all you had to do. You had to do it at your own time. But try and block out the noises around you, Ava. Try and block out all the noises. Yeah? Because if your eyes are wandering around the room, then you're not focused on what you're doing. You get distracted. You won't be able to do the whole pattern with maximum power and balance and stuff. Okay, so that's the 4-directional punch, 4-directional block, easy peasy. Chunji, sometimes a bit sticky. Noah, you've got to be here, half facing on your blocks. This one too. All your blocks. 4-directional block, 4-directional punch. Any block that you do in these patterns is half facing. When you get to yellow belt, it's the same apart from one where you have to do a front facing block. Everything else is half facing, walking stance or L stance, it doesn't matter. So please remember that when you're doing your patterns and basic movements. Even if I ask you to do the techniques coming forward now, if I said middle outer forearm block or middle inner forearm block or just middle block, reverse punch, it would be this, half facing, yeah, not full, don't get your belly button round, but then for the punch, it would be full facing. So there's a half and there's a full. All right, you've got to remember that. I'm just going to move this little screen here because otherwise I can't see. There. Right, so the next thing we're going to do, 3-step sparring. I think you guys are pretty good at this. Looking at the videos that you've done, you've been on the videos to practice them. But we'll just go through number 3 and number 4. Number 3 and number 4. That's it, yeah? Let's start on this side. To start with, we'll start on this side so you can copy. Bow to your partner. Chanil. Measure. Now, what I said the other day is, we've done this before, we measure because we've got a partner there. But remember, I can 1, 2. Yeah? So if I had shoes here as my opponent, right? There you are. So they're over there. I'm not going to do this and measure. Am I? That's a waste of energy. It's a bit silly as well. So I'll just make it easy on me. I'm more balanced if I do this. I get close. 1, 2. See, I fixed that foot. So when you measure, right foot forward, fix it into a walking stance. Now I'm in a walking stance now. Then step back, kia, and we're ready to punch. Hana. Where I measured to should be my first step. 2. Set. Barrel. Now we step back and block after kia. Hana. 2. Set. And reverse punch. Barrel. Now hopefully I'm in the same spot I was when I started, and when I measure, I'm already in a walking stance. Even though I've gone 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, reverse punch, I now step forward and I'm back where I started. That is if your walking stance is the same. Always the same. Yeah? If you make a mistake with your walking stance, Ryan, stop messing about. Your foot won't be in the right place. The trick is to do 3-step sparring number 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 and 6, depends. But certainly 1, 2, 3, and 4, where you only measure one time. Only measure one time. And that's the very first one. If you can do that, then your stances are good. All right, so let's do number 3. Number 3. Measure. Oh, we've got to bow first, haven't we? Chariot, kumne. Right foot, left foot, step back. Number 3, remember, cross the hands. Jumbi, double side block or walking ready stance. Kia, front kick. 1, and down and block. 2, down and block. 3, down and block. And step back, barrel. Now low block. Hana. 2. Set. Just check your blocks. Are you half facing? And then back. Cheeky front kick. And down again. So when you kick, you use this one again. Walking ready stance or double side block. Okay? Number 3. Now number 4. Number 4, chariot kumne. Measure. Set the left foot, so I've gone step with the right, fix into a walking stance, step back, low block. Kumbi, kia, high punch. 1, 2, 3. So for your high punches right now, you've got to check they're only as high as your eyes, not as high as the lampshade. Barrel. Right foot back, we're going to block with a rising block. Hana. 2. Set. Then a cheeky side kick. So we pivot, then lift the foot, lift the toes of the knee, side kick, and then guard. Okay, so the side kick, and then forearm guarding block. This one, you've done this before, 9th cups know this one, but we keep the hands closed. All right, so that's something you've got to remember. Number 3 and number 4 of 3-step sparring. I think you guys have got it, but that was just a refresh. And again, if you go back and watch this video, you'll pick up something new, maybe something you've forgotten. How to cross the hands, or remember to cross and double side block. Even when I measure, kia, right, double side block after each kick. Now remember this, when you're doing this front kick, it's a low one. It's a low one. So where your belt is, it's just below the belt. That's where you're kicking. Not in the middle, but to the side of the belt knot. There's the belt knot. Here's the abdomen, right? The lower abdominal area. Not in the middle, but just to the side. That's what you're hitting. That's what the target is. And so when you block to defend yourself, you should be blocking that area. Here, you should be blocking it with the outer forearm. So where should your hand be? There. If you're blocking this, it's there at the moment. So you've got to be able to block that area, which is there in space. Yeah, with this hand. There. So that's how you block it. Not this. You don't put your hand on your leg. Otherwise, boom, they've already got you. And you'll be lying down for a little bit of a while. Yeah? We don't want that. All right. Who's going to put the microphone on first? All right, then yellow belt Ryan. Ryan, put your yellow belt on. Put your microphone on then. And I'm going to ask you, how many moves in your pattern?
22, sir.
Nearly right. So if anybody knows, hi, Zach's here as well. Hi, Zach. The same pattern as Zach, actually. Pattern. What's your pattern called, Zach? If you've got the keyboard access right now, Zach, can you put the name of your pattern in and how many moves it's got before Ryan gives us the right answer? You're going to tell me in a minute. I'm going to come back to you, Ryan. I'm going to get you to put your microphone off, and I'll get who's next. Noah's next, I think. I can't see who's first. Noah, if you put your microphone on. Can you put your microphone on?
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, that was quick. How did you do that? You didn't even move. Telepathic. All right, so what's your pattern called?
Chunji.
Chunji. Right then. So how many moves has Chunji got?
19.
19. Right, I'm going to have to check that. I'm going to have to check that. You put your microphone off, and Ava, can you put your microphone on? I just want to check to see if Ava agrees with you. Ava, what's your pattern called?
Chunji.
Chunji. Yeah, it's got a ch at the front like a church. Chunji. How many moves has it got?
19.
19. Yeah, you've got to practice a bit more. I think your mum knows better. Right. But it is, Noah got it right as well. It is 19. And it is called Chunji. Have either of you started to learn what Chunji means?
Well.
Take it in small.
Doing what a yellow belt means.
That's fine. No, it's just my question is it doesn't matter at the moment. If you're learning something different at the moment, Ava, it doesn't matter at all. You're learning that, that's fine. You learn that. But one of the questions eventually will be, what does Chunji mean? But here's a little tip. When you start to memorize it, say again?
Apparently she does know what Chunji is.
Does she now? Oh, well, get her to the microphone then. Ready, Ava? Give it a blast.
Is the heaven and the earth. It is the orient instructed as the creation of the world are being laid.
That's not bad. You've got some of that already. That's about halfway. So very good learning that. Take your time when you say it, and you're best to write it down and say it. Yeah, write it down. And what you can do, because this is for Noah as well, when you start writing it down, just writing it in small sentences. Learn one sentence and then go on to the next one, because this one is a really long bit of text that you have to learn, right? It's a bit of a shock to the system, really, but you have to. People avoid it. That's how much. That's how much it takes to learn it. Chunji means literally the heaven, the earth. It is in the Orient interpreted as the creation of the world or the beginning of human history. Therefore, it is the initial pattern played by the beginner. The pattern consists of two similar parts, one to represent the heaven and the other the earth. Right? So you almost had that. Yeah, I say you've got about 50%. Half of that, I think you've got. So well done. What about the Noah? Noah, have you got any of that yet? Thumbs up, maybe, no? If you haven't, don't worry. Yeah, Ava's tackled it, and Ava's going on to yellow. She's learning the yellow belt meaning. So what do you know, Noah? Put your microphone and tell me what you know, and then we'll go back.
I know what yellow belt means.
Go for it then.
Yellow belt signifies the earth from which the plants take the roots and sprouts as the Taekwondo foundations its layers.
That's not bad. Just a few words, maybe a bit jumbled up, but I know exactly what you mean, yeah? And I think Ava knows how to say that as well. Yellow belt signifies the earth from which a plant sprouts and takes root as the foundation of Taekwondo is being laid. I know that's what you said. You might have had some words around a different way, but it's exactly the right meaning, yeah? So well done there. I'm going to go to Ryan now. I've made him wait enough. Let's see. Is Ryan going to get his question right? Go on, Ryan. He's run off. Where has he gone?
Is it 24?
No, it's not. Who are you asking there? 24.
I was unmuting myself.
Oh, mute. Okay, right. 24 is actually Do-san, the next one up. Dangun has got 21 moves. Right? So you weren't far off. You weren't far off at all. Count them the next time you go round. Yeah?
Okay.
Well done, everybody. We're going to stop there. This is a short time to do a little bit of theory. I just put it at the end there, thinking just to check to see where you are. Because remember, yellow belts, if you work really, really hard, like you did before, it's possible for you to get to green stripe. And the same with the ninth cups. If you keep training like the way you have been over lockdown, with all the online classes and the outdoor classes, if you keep training the way you were going and learn the theory, you'll probably be ready to do the test in September. Right? That would be amazing. Now, if you're not ready, it's not a problem. There are many things to happen in the next month, like going back to school for one of them. Right? So knuckle down, do the theory, do the training. I'll see you in class and I'll see you online. Keep training the way you're going because it's been very, very good. Well done, everybody. Chari up, tum ne. I will see you next class. Well done.